side of the, bang it on the side there. Hey, there we go. Now we're live. Hello everybody. Welcome. And it's Sunday, and it's Sci-Fi Sunday. Later than normal, I know. But hey, we're here, and tonight I am joined by some good friends, joined by my good pal, Soulless Trenchcoat Trenchy, my other good friend, DMC Campbell, and my other pal, Jen from Jen's Reviews in the Grave. And welcome. Tonight we're talking critters. We're talking the first four films, the core of the franchise. Guys, what do you think of these films? What's up?
They're amazing. They are just a big prickly ball of love. And God, do I like big balls that are prickly. So yeah, I'm all about these movies. Woohoo!
I've only seen two of them, but I really enjoy what I've seen. They're just like classic, monster movies with an interesting premise and just fun. They're just really fun. They don't take themselves too seriously, but there's still a lot of good horror elements with them.
I'd agree.
I just decided to check them out after I saw Gremlins. I thought, one of these will be, pretty cool, and they were. Just the look of them and their abilities, and they've got character as well.
They do.
Yeah, they're tiny little hungry porcupine Tasmanian devil space creatures that can swear and fly ships and eat firecrackers.
And are damn cute.
Yeah, they're adorable.
They are.
And Johnny Steele, of course. I've got Power of the Night on my MP3 player. Anyone would think that was the real band.
A lot of people get. I've read stories where kids have gone in and looking for Johnny Steele, and they're like, not exactly.
When I first saw that movie, I thought they're watching MTV, because I didn't have MTV at the time. I was we just lost cable, so I just taped this off HBO as a little kid, and so I was excited. I'm like, this is what I'm missing. I could be watching Johnny Steele, one of the biggest hair metal, friggin' power ballad singing guys in the business, and it's just Terrence Mann singing that. It's one of.
It doesn't sound as cool when you say it like that.
But it was cool. It was weird. The guy's name is Terrence Mann. Oh, hey, we got Kara in here from Master of Fear.
Yeah.
Hey.
Hey, sorry I'm a bit late. I was in the restroom, and then I came back, and I was like, oh, with the stream.
No, you're good. Critter thoughts?
Like on the franchise as a whole, or the critters themselves?
Whatever's in your noggin right now. What you got?
I'll talk about the critters themselves. I like them. I love how they roll into a little ball, how they have their own little language that they have subtitles for. I like how they roll up into the big critter ball, the mean people and all that. I just love the little critters.
Yeah, they're hungry. They're hungry little porcupine things. They can shoot quills. What a great weapon!
Poisonous quills.
Oh yeah, I
That's
forgot
one
they
of
could
the
shoot
abilities.
quills.
Yeah, that I liked about them.
Also, that's a fun fact. They have that when they were talking, the guy that made up the critters language said it's kind of a combobulation of French and Japanese.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Which what an interesting combination that is.
Yeah. They're so cute when they talk, and they're so expressive. I just love it.
Who
And
would
of
think
course-
we mindless killers?
Yeah. Well, that's part of their charm for me.
Of course, the critters, they were designed and created by Charles Chiodo, who was one of the Chiodo brothers, who are famously responsible for Killer Clowns from Outer Space.
Yay!
Jake,
I had to
Another
get that movie.
wonderful movie. What?
Jake loves that movie.
What a great connection, you know. You got the guy who designed the Killer Clowns, and he designed the critters, the Krites, as they're called in the film. And I guess he was inspired by Taz from Looney Tunes. That was his driving inspiration.
Very cool. I didn't know that.
Kind of see the similarities in the they're both crazy and they're very furry.
And they eat everything in sight,
Yeah.
which is great. And, I guess I can't talk about this without talking about the first film specifically, and that's, in my opinion, that's the best of the films. At least as far as like a creature feature, science fiction kind of movie goes. What would you guys say? Would you say that that's the best of the films, or?
I'd say it's between the first two for me. The first one and the second one. And the second one really, it's you get the critter ball and you get more critters, so that's kind of why I really like the second one.
The second one had a lot of charm too. Like the second one has a lot of jokes and a lot of charm to it.
Yeah.
They all are
And
fun. They all have their sweetness to them. All the movies.
I'll
with
be
the
honest
exception of one.
and say that number 1 and 3 for me.
Very cool.
Oh, number 3. That's the one that fans
And it's a black
universally.
sheep. Yes, black sheep of the franchise.
But no, it's good to see it get some love. Of course, this first film was directed by Stephen Herrick, who was the director on Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure, Don't Tell Mom, Babysitter's Dead, and Mr. Holland's Opus.
One of these is not like the others.
One of these just does not belong. Guys, have you seen Mr. Holland's Opus?
Richard
Isn't
Drive.
he? Yeah, he's like a music teacher.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah,
only
I've seen
seen the first movie you mentioned.
Oh, you've only seen Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Mr. Holland's Opus, actually not a terrible movie. I remember seeing it when it was released on VHS. It's more of a touching story. It's not really a crazy time travel adventure or an adventure in misbehaving while your elderly babysitter is dead.
Trenchy, you need to see Don't Tell Mom the Babysitter's Dead. You'd like it.
I haven't seen
I
that
like
one.
Adventures in Babysitting.
Mm-hmm.
I like that one.
That one sounds interesting. I wanna see it now. Don't
It has
tell Mom
Christina
the
Applegate
babysitter's
in it. It's actually a pretty fun movie.
Yeah.
Oh, Jen, I just noticed your tiny critter. I didn't notice that a few seconds ago.
Wait,
It's it.
that's the lady from Married with Children, right?
Yep.
Yep.
Yeah.
It's Kelly Bundy from Married with Children is the star of this movie. And
That's dope.
basically the premise is, and I know we're going off on a sidebar here, but hey, we'll do it. Basically the premise is the parents are away. They've hired a babysitter, and she is a wicked bitch, and she's old, and she yells, and she's just mean and nasty. And then she has a heart attack and dies, and the kids decide to fold her up in a suitcase and drop her off the morgue in the rain.
Wait, what? Wait, how do they fit her in a suitcase?
It's okay, Trench. They left a note on the suitcase that says, "Nice old lady died of natural causes."
Yep.
Wait a minute, I gotta watch that. I need to see how big is the suitcase?
I love
It's a
that.
big suitcase.
They don't chop her up, right? They
No.
just fold her like a sandwich?
Kind of.
Yeah.
This sounds amazing.
You'd like it,
Yeah,
French.
of course you'd say that. Of course, you'd be the one to say that.
There's this part where they're supposed to do the dishes, so they go onto the roof and they're chucking the dishes and they're shooting them with a shotgun.
Dishes are done, man.
Okay, if anyone can find this movie, please, like, tell me where the best place to find it is, because I can't. How
I
have
would
I never
check
heard of
the
this
movie.
film before?
It's a real inflated price, probably.
I would check Tubi, because Tubi has a lot of like rare stuff.
To be have it. Pluto might have it. I would try one of the two.
Or a pirate site. EB Pirate.
Arr. So yeah, you had Stephen. You said Stephen Herrick in this. You or directing this, and you had Dee Wallace,
Yeah.
who played the mother, and she was the mother in E.T.
Mm-hmm.
And she was also Donna Trenton in Cujo for all you Stephen King movie fans.
That's where I go for.
And you got Billy Green Bush in this as the father, who he was Sheriff Landis in Jason Goes to Hell.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And he was also in 3 episodes of the Bill Bixby Incredible Hulk TV show.
Oh, cool.
oh, nice.
You got Nadine Vandervelde in this, who was Cindy in Munchies. If you've seen Munchies,
I gotta see that one.
it's another critter thing.
Yeah, I've got to see
and
that.
she was also in an episode of Kung Fu: The Legend Continues with David Carradine.
Ooh.
So that's kind of cool. She didn't hang around much longer after that, though. She kind of got out of acting.
Easy come, easy go.
Sorry, I get a little choked up when I think about David Carradine.
Oh no! Stop! No! You go get Jen going.
Sorry. I'll put a knot in it for now.
He's not hanging around anymore, is he?
I guess what I'm trying to say is he died while masturbating. I mean, no.
Erotic asphyxiation. Don't make it sound sleazy. Erotic asphyxiation. Basic, and for those of you playing the home game and might not know, that's like he wasn't probably trying to kill himself, but when you masturbate, if you cut off the air supply, it's supposed to make your orgasm much more intense. You're supposed to bring a lemon and bite down on it.
Well, as a joker would say, if you've got to go, you got to go with a smile.
Exactly.
Okay, let's get back onto the topic of critters.
Kristen, please come home and stop your mom.
All right, I will say this: like, if you're kids, don't try this at home, and if you do, it's like lifting weights, bench pressing. Always have a spotter.
Or a lemon, at least a lemon. You're supposed to, that way when you bite down, it's supposed to, I've heard.
Apple, you knew what you were doing, Apple. You knew what you were doing. This is your fault.
I'm sorry. I'll stop.
Are you gonna choke on it, Ethel? You might choke on it.
No need to take the belt to me. I knew this would happen once we got on to David Carradine. Also in this movie and somewhat in the film franchise, you got Scott Grimes who plays Brad Brown, the kid.
Yeah.
He was Will Scarlet in the 2010 Robin Hood movie, and more notably, he was Lieutenant Gordon in the Orville.
Okay.
So he got to be in like one of the better Star Trek spin-offs that wasn't a Star Trek spin-off.
Good old Bradley Brown.
Well, it really wasn't his chicken; it was his dick, Christian.
Yeah, he got choked too, though. So like it was a dual chokeage. So.
Hey, Ben.
So 2-for-1 chokeage.
Oh, we got Ben Grimm in the thing. It's always good to see Ben Grimm around here. Welcome, friend. Yeah. So we got them. And most notably in this film and in this franchise, we got Don Keith Opper, who plays Charlie McFadden, the star, guys, of these 4 films. I didn't see that one coming when I saw this first movie. Let me tell you. I'm like, really? This is the star?
This is who we're following?
Like, by the 3rd movie, you're just like, what the like, really? Okay. Well, fine. Charlie McFadden it is.
I know his brother was involved in, I think, the writing or something in the future movies. Barry Opper. So
there you go.
Yep.
Very cool.
He was Riley in an episode of Briscoe County Jr. So he did that after this. And you also got M. Emmett Walsh as Harv. Harv. He was Bryant in Blade Runner, and if you remember Trench, you'll remember this. He was Henry Allen in the Flash TV series from the 90s.
Oh,
yeah, I remember. Yep.
Very cool.
That's cool.
And we got Johnny Steele himself. We got Terrence Mann, who did perform that song, "Power of the Night." Streets are calling, freedom of the shadows falling.
It's the power of the night.
Oh, it's great. He was Oberon. He was the voice of Oberon in Gargoyles.
Okay.
Oh,
He
the
was?
cartoon, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the cartoon, which there's a Star Trek connection because many stars, including Jonathan Frakes and Michael Dorn of Star Trek: The Next Generation, did voices for Gargoyles. So there's a cool little connection there.
Would it truly be a film if it didn't have a Star Trek connection?
There's always got to be a Star Trek connection, Kara. You know that. I gotta connect it if I can.
Always.
Didn't Patrick Stewart do Gargoyles as well?
Huh?
Didn't Patrick Stewart was in Gargoyles as well?
I think so. And you also had Marina Sirtis. She was in there. She voiced Demona. And you had, I believe you had Gates McFadden in there as well at one point.
Very cool.
Very cool. I don't know if they were like, if the cast, the Next Generation was like next door or whatever, but they were in there doing mad voice work. Oh, and by the way, there is yet another Star Trek connection to this film, and this one isn't as loose. There's a character named Jeff Barnes in the movie, very briefly, and he was played by Ethan Phillips, who plays Neelix in Star Trek Voyager.
Very cool.
Very cool. And Ethan Phillips got to be in another Critters movie. He was in Critters 3. He was the deputy in Critters 3. So he did 2 Critters movies.
Ooh.
Is he the same character?
No, different character.
It'd been cool if he was the same character. Oh wait, did his character die?
But yeah, that's kind of cool. I didn't, and that was a connection that I didn't realize until I started looking at the cast, and I'm like, wait a minute, Ethan Phillips, he's from Voyager.
What are you doing here?
What were you
I've
doing
never
in-
seen Critters.
Huh? Oh no! How can you not?
That
Gotta see
comment
Critters.
said the comment. It just said never seen Critters, and I'm like, what? Never seen Critters before?
That's okay.
It's okay. Like, there's a first time for everything now. Like, and it's a good thing. Now he gets to break his Critters hymen.
Yay! I was
Oh,
thinking it.
Jesus!
I was thinking it. Thank you, Ethel.
Oh.
Yay!
High
And
five!
Critter's hymen is, you got to be real careful when you pop a Critter's hymen because it's real prickly.
Oh, no.
It'll prick you.
So, a fun fact about this film: there's a great scene in a bowling alley where the bounty hunters, one of whom now looks like Johnny Steele, because geez, guys, how could I fast forward through this part? You remember that when the transformation scene happens? How cool was that?
Very cool.
Like,
For as low
that
budget as this film is, it's pretty good.
that has got to be one of the coolest, like, transformation scenes in a science fiction movie I have ever seen. Like, I remember seeing that when I was a kid, and I'm like, holy fuck.
Yeah, for the time and the budget.
Yeah.
Like, I think it holds up. I think it holds up.
It's not bad. It, like, I don't know. I think it does too, but I'm wondering if we have nostalgia glasses on, because I think it does hold up too. But like, is it because we love it and we were little kids? So do you think that's it, or do you think it really does hold up?
I don't know. Like, it looks cool. Like, it looks cool. Cool.
I was a bit older. I wasn't a little kid when I saw Critters, and the effects were still pretty good to me. I mean, I was a little older when I saw them.
Well, that's
You know,
good
I
that
think
you're here.
that's solid.
Very cool. It's good to have younger people because then you don't never know if it's the nostalgia glasses you're wearing or not. So it's good to hear younger people. God, I sound old.
Well, look, nostalgia has a lot to do with it, and one of the coolest things about that scene is you've got Power of the Night going on when it's happening, and it has such a music video look to it, you know. Like, that is a very music video 1980s like scene right there.
Thank
I
you.
Hey,
saw
Eric.
the wife. What was her name? I'm not good at remembering names.
Helen Brown.
Yeah, and when she's watching him on TV, it's almost like she's getting like turned on by him. That's what I thought.
Yeah. Who wouldn't? In fairness, who wouldn't?
Oh, not me though.
It's the rock ballad, and like, I don't know if he watched a few music videos to prepare for that like brief performance where it's not even a very long song, like it's literally 4 bars.
Mm-hmm.
She's thinking, I'm married to this guy, this husband I've got. Like,
He's got the microphone, and he's just like, power of night, like, just into it.
Kind of like the saxophone or whatever player from Lost Boys. Kind of like that.
Oh, yeah.
Just really into it.
So like that was worth mentioning. And there's another special effects thing, which, Jen, you might have noticed this when you watch it, and you know, when you first saw it, and maybe it's me. Maybe am I the pervert? But when the bounty hunters are on the space station and they're being hired by the guy in the floating chair, does he not suspiciously look like a penis?
Yes, he looks exactly like a big penis, and that's another reason why I love this movie. Anytime a movie can get in penis innuendos, I love it, and it's a nice looking penis, don't you think?
Yeah.
The sad thing is, I didn't even notice that until you guys said something. Oh my God.
Seriously, pop the movie in and watch just the scene where he's hiring the bounty hunters, and look at his head. He's literally, it's like someone took a penis and slapped the face on the
I didn't
other
think
side.
about that until now, and it's like, oh.
You know, of course it would take Jen to notice it. We're sitting over there like, oh, it's just alien. And they're like, oh, look.
They use as well, look like, you know.
Some kids had Where's Waldo's books. Ethel and I had Where's the Penis in This Movie books.
Where's the tall mushroom? And boy, he was a tall mushroom. It's whew, let me tell you, it's getting warm in here. No, it's penis aliens, guys. Penis aliens.
I love penis aliens. They're the best, especially
Although,
if they're erect.
I noticed they redesigned the geez, I don't want to call him this, but I will. The head alien. I noticed they redesigned him. Huh?
You did that on purpose. Don't act like you didn't want to do that. You wanted to do that.
They made him all like stop motion and like wiry arms in the other movie, and I'm like, okay, this is not the same penis alien from the first film. He's a different one, I guess.
Lower
different
quality, lower production values.
I felt sorry for Lee. He could never find the right face to transform into.
Lee could never find the right fit. I thought he landed on it in that second movie, which we'll get to. I got a couple more facts about the first movie before we move on to the second movie, and I'll get on him right now. I'm sorry. I got distracted. We started talking about the Power of the Night scene with the melting face. Rock and roll and face melting. They go hand in hand.
And penises.
Exactly.
And penis aliens. Rock and roll and penis aliens. God, yeah. This was the 80s.
This really does, it sort of explains us, because that's where we came up. The 80s really did make us, Ethel. The 80s really did make us.
Well, are you asking what rating? Sorry, Jen. I was reading a comment.
Oh wait, what's going on, Kara?
Oh, Silver was asking what ratings are these movies, and I was wondering if he was asking like where do we rank them, or is he asking like what rating are they? Like what?
I think he's asking like rated R and stuff. That's what that sounds like.
I think the first one. Oh, sorry.
We were basically about to say the same thing. I think the first was rated R, right?
Age rating.
Wasn't the first one rated PG-13? I thought it was, or even PG. Am I wrong, or?
I thought it was PG-13. It was 1986, and you could say fuck and have penis-headed aliens in your PG-13 movie. It was fine.
It was a better time.
Hey, Silver.
This is a movie you could show your kids. Like, I guess maybe not your super young ones, but like your older ones, this would be a good one to show your kids, I would think. It's kind of a fun family movie with penis aliens. I think it's a fun family movie.
But now about the dick alien, I'm kind of wondering if it's suitable.
Penis aliens and murders and explosions and fuck. Like, it's great.
It's perfect for the whole family.
Well, I'm being serious. I think it would be fun. Maybe not for your little ones, but your older kids, I think it would be fine. And this movie doesn't take itself too seriously. It kind of lets the audience know what it's doing. It's kind of a winking movie.
Yeah, that's something I like about
you
it.
Don't point out that the aliens look like penises, you're fine.
Well, then again, I didn't notice the aliens look like penises, so as long as you don't point it out.
Yeah, me neither.
Well, it's just in fairness, it's just the head alien that looks like it's just his head.
Just that.
Like, that
Just
makes
that.
it worse.
As long as he doesn't poke you in the eye.
Oh no!
He's somewhere else.
DMC, you too? You too, DMC?
Yeah, I've been corrupted by Gene.
Oh no!
Guys, I had a dream where he was going head first down a water slide. I'm not sure what it means.
See, I saw him going down a dark tunnel. A long dark tunnel.
Oh, Critters Attacks was the only one that was rated R. Christian just said that.
Oh, cool. Yeah, you're
Which-
right. I thought this was.
I haven't seen Critters Attack. It didn't look as serious as the other ones, and I read the reviews, and it sounded kind of bad.
Yeah, I refuse to have it in my collection. I've only seen it the once.
I have it saved on my Amazon history, so I can go back and buy it with one click when I'm ready. It's on $9.
I think you're being ripped off, Ethel. It's not like the show. The show is fun. The Shutter show's fun, but that last movie, ooh, yikes! And I love Critters. I tried. I was begging the movie. Come on, work with me. Let me like you. But the movie wouldn't let me like it. I wanted to like it. I wanted to be friends. Wouldn't let me.
It looks bad, and it looks like it will cause me much irritation and pain, but I feel like I have to have it eventually, because I have the other 4 films. Just like eventually I must find a way to own the series on DVD. I don't know how I'm going to make that happen.
Yeah, don't get on Blu-ray.
Good luck.
It's not worth that much.
Well, I think, like, if I get it brand new, $9 with free shipping, like, it almost sounds okay, but $9 is a lot.
You could go to eBay and get a cool little vinyl figure pop or a poster or something, or another movie, or a VHS copy if you find a cool seller. There's so many things you could spend that $9 on, or penises.
What if it's at Goodwill?
Even
Ooh.
Goodwill. Sparky, help me out
You
here.
could buy a little critter
Or
figure.
not.
Well, what,
You
Cara?
could buy a little critter figure. It'd be a better purchase than
Yeah,
Critters Attacks, I've heard.
yeah. Get
'Cause
a little
I haven't seen Critters Attacks, but I've heard it's awful.
It's not good. It's not good.
I saw still photos, and it looked bad. It looked bad, but I'm willing to try.
I wouldn't, Ethel. As a friend, I wouldn't.
Isn't it odd, like, the only movie in the series to be rated R is the bad one in a horror movie series? That's kind of odd, but I feel like Critters did well without gore. Like, they had maybe a little bit, but they didn't really have gore, and they didn't really need it.
No.
There was a little bit of blood in the first one, and in the second one had a very, very small amount of blood. I don't think
That's
the
weird.
third one
I
really.
always thought Critters was rated R. I guess I
No.
never did.
PG-13.
I swear I thought it was rated R. I mean, I did own the movies there for a while, but then my little brothers decided my 4-pack had to be destroyed, so that happened.
I would be curious to see them put Critters on Comet TV, just to see if Comet is going to blur out the head alien's head.
You think they would for Easter, you know? Like, cause the second
When is
one.
the best time to get a little head but on Easter? It
Oh
literally,
no, I didn't mean like that!
we're talking about resurrection. You could say the same about a resurrected baby.
No! I meant because one of them's an Easter movie. I was not talking about the oh no.
Yeah, so
And you know what,
mine's your
Tracy?
thing.
I'm sorry to do this to you. I love you, question. But I just had a thought. Like the balls, the Easter balls could be tied like eggs.
My God.
You mean the critter ball?
Okay, back to.
No, not the critter balls, but like if you found a penis, like a resurrected penis on Easter, the balls you could decorate like Easter eggs.
No, dude,
Okay,
I
normal
don't
question
think
here.
critter
Does
would like-
anyone own Critters merch? All right.
Critters merch. Like I got Critters 2 on DVD, and I've got the 4-pack that also has Critters 2. I own both. I don't know why I bought both. I don't know. I have a problem.
Yeah. I used to have the 4-pack. It got destroyed though, so I don't have it anymore, sadly. But Silver, Jen has a little tiny critter there. I don't know if you can see it that well. It's right there. It's a little critter.
And I also I don't have it yet, but I've got it on eBay. There's a poster I want to get for my wall because I need more posters, obviously. Like my walls are so bare.
Oh, wait, you don't have a critter poster?
I don't, but I do have one. Like there's a shop on eBay, and I've got them saved, and I've actually gotten back on ordering posters. I've got a few posters on the way, and Critters is in my watch list. There's a poster I want to get that's a Critters poster. So sadly, I didn't get it in time for this stream.
There's actually one item of. Oh, sorry.
So I was just saying, is it the one with the farmhouse, or is it the one with the giant critter?
John, one with the giant critter and the little eyes. It's so cute.
I have seen that. My question is, do any of you know how to get? I've seen it on videos before, but I've never actually known how to get it. The critter puppet or plushie or whatever it is.
eBay, but they do run a little pricey. I've been tempted to order one myself. One of these days I'll probably break down in doing it, but eBay would probably there are other shops, but eBay might be where you could find a bargain, maybe.
I would love to have
could
this little critter puppet.
Yeah.
You could always make one. Like
Yeah.
I thought about making one because I have a sewing machine now, so I could probably make one if I had the materials. I might look into that in the future.
That'd be awesome. You guys show it to all of us. That'd be awesome, Ethel.
Yeah, that would be.
I'd make a critter plushie. I could cuddle it when I sleep at night. It'd be adorable.
Like I said, what do kids take to bed with them?
Now this movie, it had a budget of $200,000 or $2 million. It was a big budget, but not really a big budget. They stole the laser sound effects that you see in the beginning of the film where the critters are escaping. Those are actually lifted right from Empire Strikes Back, so that's kind of cool. It's from the AT-ATs, or is it AT-ATs? I don't know.
Lingo. I think AT-AT.
AT-AT. All right. And Trench. Oh, go ahead, Trench.
I was gonna say, Silver would like to know if he could get a summary on what critters are, because he's never heard of it before.
Oh, all right.
Look like this.
All right, Critters is the story of a space station that has little creatures. They are black, and they have porcupine quills, and they eat everything, and they roll up into a ball, and the more they eat, the bigger they get. And these critters, these krites, which is what their proper name is in the film, they escape, and they blast their way out of this space station and steal a ship. And they crash land on Earth in a small little farmhouse. And they eat the cattle, they eat the townsfolk, and some bounty hunters come down. They melt their face off. They try to kill the critters, the krites. They hunt them down, and one of them takes on the persona of rock star Johnny Steele, while the other one takes on the persona of Reverend Miller. And then Charlie. And they blow up a planet. It's pretty cool. They blow up a farmhouse. Pretty cool.
Yeah.
That scene is awesome.
And they shoot up the bar at the Bolarale Arena.
Little bastards.
The
But they're so cute.
Hey, Brittany.
They're cute but evil. They're cute and evil.
Like me.
Brittany.
Hi, Brittany.
But Trench, there was a subject you wanted to get on with this film, the first film, and another film featuring little troublemaking monsters. You want
Yes. There is a big controversy over movies like Critters being one of them, Ghoulies being another one, and several of these movies being Gremlins ripoffs. But I do not believe that. I think they're just in a similar genre. Like, there are movies that rip off other movies, but, like, I feel like they might be in the same vein, same genre, but, like, same niche genre. But I don't think they're a ripoff because it's like saying almost every dinosaur movie is a Jurassic Park ripoff, you know, because Jurassic Park arguably did it the best. Kind of like arguably people think Gremlins did it the best. I'm not saying that's the truth, but I feel like that's why people say those monster movies are ripoffs, because Gremlins came in and is so popular that everything else just gets denounced as a ripoff.
Which shouldn't happen.
The script for this movie was actually written before Gremlins even came out in theaters or was in production. And when they were working on this film as Gremlins was making its come out, but it was written beforehand, they stopped and they rewrote a lot of the script so that it wouldn't be confused with Gremlins, because they felt like that would happen, and it happened anyway.
Yeah, because that's like saying almost every slasher is a ripoff of each other.
Yeah, those are good points, Trenchy. I don't think this. I'm with you. I don't think that this is a ripoff either. I actually I know Gremlins is probably on a lot of levels better, but I personally prefer Critters over Gremlins. I know.
I'm with you, Jen. It sounds like blasphemy, but Critters is just so much funner to me.
Well,
I don't hate Gremlins, but
Critters you can enjoy any time of the year. Gremlins, it feels like I really just need to watch it in December. I know I can watch it anytime, but it's very much a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
It's still a great movie. It's just like I prefer Critters.
Oh, Ben Grimm likes Hobgoblins.
Ooh.
I still haven't seen that. I've heard several times. Never seen it. Gotta see it somehow.
Oh, you gotta see Hobgoblins.
Like, even Hobgoblins is not a Gremlins ripoff. That movie's too weird.
Yeah.
Like, it might have been inspired by Gremlins, but it's too odd.
I haven't seen Hobgoblins or Ghoulies. I haven't seen those. I've heard of them. I just haven't seen them.
Especially when
I
the
remember
Ghoulies
seeing
go
the thing where the one's coming out the toilet. I think that's the poster for it.
Yeah.
Isn't that where it's coming out of
That's
the toilet?
cool too, isn't it? The one with the toilet poster.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
true. And like Trenchy said, they go to college.
Yes, Ghoulies 3 is the best Ghoulies movie because I'm pretty sure the writers and directors and everybody on set did drugs, and that's why it's the best Ghoulies movie.
Of course, they need
Everyone
high
did
education.
drugs.
But Hobgoblins is a different animal all to itself. Those are also space aliens, much like Critters. And but unlike Critters, they can control your mind and make your dreams come true.
Sort of.
Don't let them get near Jen.
2 minutes, I think.
But it's interesting to note that the Hobgoblins was done by the same guy who did Final Justice and Angel's Revenge. Trying to remember his name. It's escaping me right now. I'm trying to remember his name. It'll come to me. It'll come to me, but it would be talking about something else when it does. This is the pain of getting old, guys. You start forgetting things. Graydon Clark. That's right. It's a Graydon Clark film. Oh, he also did Mitchell.
He did. That's right.
Which is another Joe Don Baker movie. Because you had Final Justice and you had Mitchell. So Graydon Clark, look him up. He did a lot of really questionable movies.
I like him.
Same here, Silver. I think of when I hear Hobgoblin, I think of the Spider-Man villain.
Oh, these Hobgoblins are very different.
They're not as cool, right?
I could probably do a whole stream on Hobgoblins and the promiscuous girl with the condom around her neck and her military boyfriend who has a rake fight on the lawn with kind of a skinny guy and then there's a pervy guy that calls a phone sex hotline in the middle of the movie and then they go to Club Scum and they got a woman who's got like a really tall beehive hairdo and then they've got like a fat guy who kind of looks like Booger from Revenge of the Nerds. Weird.
This movie sounds super weird but also super entertaining. These are the type of movies I want to see. The ones that are just plain weird.
And there's an old security guard at a film vault who's got really bushy eyebrows, and hobgoblins steal a golf cart, and they're driving around in it's really weird.
Damn hobgoblins and their golf carts.
But these movies aren't rip-offs or copies or love letters to each other. They're just in their own little genre of tiny monsters running amok kind of films.
Mm-hmm.
Kind of crazy.
You know, I would put Critters, Ghoulies, Gremlins, Hobgoblins, Puppet Master, Demonic Toys. I would put these all in the same category of tiny monsters running amok.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Like I can see that. I can definitely see like putting all these together.
I just think we need to change the definition of what's a ripoff because, like, yeah, I'm pretty sure ripoffs exist, but most movies people say are ripoffs are just like, no, it's just in the same genre, and if it's in the same genre, there's gonna be similarities.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's similarities, but they're not. Critters and Gremlins are not the same movie.
No.
Like
No.
anyone who watches them can see that.
And no, there's nothing new under the sun anyway. Like whatever you think's been done's been done 1,000 times before then. So even in the beginning,
Yeah, there's nothing truly original. Everything is inspired by something.
Yeah.
And some movies go out of their way
many things.
to make. Some movies go out of their way to make reference to other movies, to pay homage or to make a spoof of a scene or a thing in the movie, like in Critters. When they're at the bowling alley, if you look at the back of the bowling shirts with the bowling pin, that's actually a parody of the Ghostbusters logo from the Ghostbusters movie.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Fun little factoid.
Hey, Brian.
Hey, Brian.
Oh,
Brian.
Brian, have you seen Critters?
And did you notice it had a penis head?
Yeah, did you notice the penis-headed alien in Critters, Brian?
I don't think Brian's on the lookout for that.
Oh, well, that was the one with the penis alien.
Yep.
Back in 1986.
Did you notice it, Brian, or were you like me and Trinity, who were like sensible people who weren't looking out for penis aliens?
Now that's something you need to look out for because penis day. And now you kids have your iPhones and stuff, so you can take pictures.
Oh,
Like
Jesus.
the end where their house gets destroyed and they're given a device and it restores the house. It like
Yeah,
rebuilds it.
the aliens give Bradley a garage door opener that turns the house, that reverses the film, basically.
In the first Critters, the house explosion is like awesome. I want to say that here. Like, that explosion is amazing.
That's a
Just a
scale
Great
model.
explosion.
That's a scale model. I thought they actually blew up a house.
No, they blew up a scale model house. That house is actually it's like the size of Barbie's Malibu dream house. It's like this big by like that big.
They did a good job, like, hiding the fact that it was a scale model. And plus, it gave us an awesome explosion, so that's like a plus.
Yeah, it's a great scene, and it's a great part of the film. The critters, the Krites, they're bastards. They escape, but it's not enough that they've escaped and killed people. They gotta blow up the farmhouse too.
Yeah.
And those phallic guns.
Oh, the guns! Pilot guns are great. Which those come with the second movie, which we should probably talk about now, guys. Critters 2. It's so close to Easter. We had to do. This is why this is happening this weekend. Is because we're the weekend before Easter. I had to talk about Critters 2, guys. Every year you pull this out on Easter, right?
Yep. The main course.
You watch this right back to back with like the 10 Commandments and those Easter specials and like Claymation Easter. You gotta pull this out. Gotta watch Critters 2.
Yep.
Forget those. I only need Critters 2. Well, I
put
need
it
it again,
I put it right between the 10 Commandments and the Passions. I put it right smack in the middle.
It's great, and Critters. The eggs. What a great thing that pays off from the first film. And this is back in the days when they would they'd have a good payoff with how the last film ended on like a, was it really the end type of ending? With the eggs are there. They find the eggs, and of course, what's the first thing when you find freakishly large, obviously monster eggs? Well, let's paint them colorful pastel colors and sell them for Easter. Of course.
Exactly. What else are you supposed to do?
Oh, that guy that runs the shop, and he goes, "Oh, they're from Europe."
We blame you guys.
It's fun to note the props for those eggs were actually sugar apples.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that.
Yeah, they used sugar apples.
Very cool.
Yeah, it's the true meaning of Easter, Sparky. It's the true meaning of Easter.
Getting eaten by critter ball. That is the true meaning, right?
Yeah. The true meaning, and we were so fooled because like we thought Lee finally got a face. Oh, he got a name, Lee got a name, and Ugg got a name finally.
It did.
No longer Johnny Steele, he's now Ugg.
Ugg.
Ugg. UG Ugg.
Yeah, Lee turned into a porno actress with staples.
Yeah, well, yeah, because like Charlie finds the Playboy and he's looking at the centerfold, and Lee sees the centerfold and he turns into the centerfold, and he's got the giant staple in his stomach or her stomach at this point. Which it's hilarious to think that the aliens grew breasts and stuff. Like I did not know that would like I thought just their face would change. I didn't know like.
It gave me hope. I thought as a little girl, I was like, oh boy, growing breasts, yay!
Yeah,
On Easter. I thought that was the true meaning of the Easter miracle, is like we would get bigger boobs. Every year on Easter, I would look down and go, oh, damn.
Hey, it could happen. Some people do get bigger boobs and rounder butts.
On
It
Easter?
happens. On Easter, or maybe any old time. It's the
We always thought
miracle
they
of
were
life.
Easter eggs. They would finally hatch.
But I just thought it was great because you had Charlie, who obviously is like he's all for this, which is kind of weird because they're friends, and like now he's like all attracted to Lee, which is weird. It gives us comedy moments like when they're walking away and for whatever reason Lee is now in a thong. Okay.
Jesus.
I like
In a
that
thong.
scene.
All right. I can rock with it.
It was that restaurant that they go to, the Hungry Heifer, and that song in the background. The
Yeah.
Hungry
I
Heifer.
love the song. And hungry heifer, you ain't got no bum steer. But which arguably not as catchy as Power of the Night, but still a standout tune for this movie.
Yeah, it's memorable.
Yeah, go for fries and a shake. Yeah.
And of course, in this movie, you've got this movie. It's directed by Mick Garris.
I love him. One of my favorites.
Yep.
Sleepwalkers. Again.
Yep.
Yeah.
I know. Among other things, he's just a great director. I love the dude. I think he is. When we're talking horror, his name doesn't come up enough and he doesn't get his respect. And I know he does a lot of twos and stuff, but God, he's such a good director. I love him.
Psycho 4: The Beginning.
I like that movie. I legitimately think that's a pretty good movie.
He did make Riding the Bullet. Another
Mhm.
Stephen King.
Yep, he did.
How many sequels are there to movies? I know that I don't know about their sequels. There's a Psycho 4.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's actually a pretty good one. It was made for Showtime, but it was a pretty good movie. Yeah. He did Freddy's Nightmares. He did a lot of stuff. People don't, and of course, Sleepwalkers. You cannot talk about the man without saying Sleepwalkers.
But naturally, got to mention it.
Sleepwalkers, cat people.
Cop kebab.
And of course, in this film, you got Scott Grimes reprising his role as Brad. Now he's a little bit older, a little bit more ginger. Hey, it's a look. It's not.
Everyone blamed him for what happened.
You got Terrence Mann reprising his role as Ugg. You got Don Keith Opper back again as Charlie, the hero of the franchise. Not just a boob, but the hero of the franchise. And you got Roxanne Kernahan with the boobs as Lee. Which it's fun to note, she was not the model in the issue of Playboy that Lee sees to turn into her. That's a different actress, or not actress. That's a different model who was actually in Playboy. Roxanne was never a centerfold in Playboy. She did do something for Playboy in the future. After this movie came out, she was Medea in Phoenix the Warrior and Anne in Fatal Pulse. Those are like the claims to fame for her. And yeah, that's basically the story on her. Playboy. Oh, and Jen, you're gonna love this. This was the only film ever to be under the Playboy Enterprises title.
I did not know that. That's awesome! Yay! It might become my new favorite one. I might have to rethink my opinion. Yay!
Another fun thing to mention, and I know Christian, who is watching, will recognize this name. Eddie Deason is in this film. He was Froggy in Laser Blast.
He would know that. Sparky would know that.
You remember Froggy? Oh, I guess he wants to get his head bashed in. He had the big glasses.
And Lee likes him that much, he changes into his face.
He changes. Lee changes into Froggy, and Charlie's like, no, not him. No. It's great.
Okay.
Which, Jen, have you seen Laser Blast?
I haven't. Sparky has, but not me.
Oh, you and Marty gotta watch Laser Blast for Trash Fire at some point.
Oh no! I did get Marty good news on the flowers in the attic front, guys. I did get him to agree to do it for my birthday. It's gonna be
Yay!
When's your birthday?
October. It's gonna be a while, but still.
Marty's got a bit of time to prepare himself.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
It's gonna be a good time, guys.
That
and look, we got Christian confirming he does know of Froggy. He does know of Froggy. He was also Malvin in War Games, and I believe he was in Grease too. He was in the Grease movie adaptation. I forget who he played though.
Okay, Sparky might know.
So yeah, that's kind of cool. This film is also on Roger Ebert's most hated list.
I didn't know that either. Why?
He just hates it.
He hates a lot of horror movies. Yeah, he had it in.
They did.
Yeah.
He's
They
like,
were
this
wrong a lot of the time. I liked those dudes, but they were wrong a lot of the time.
Yes,
they didn't.
They very much were.
Like, how can you not like Tremors?
I don't like Tremors, but Christian loves Tremors. I know I'm a horrible person. But
I don't think they had a sense of. I don't think they had a sense of humor.
No.
But they like weird movies. Like, there was one movie that was bad, but I think they liked it, and it was really odd. Like, why do you hate on all these other movies, but you like that one?
That's true. I was watching an old one, and they were talking about saying that Diabolique was one of the best remakes, and no, the one from the
I've
90s.
never even heard of that.
It's with Sharon Stone and Chaz Palminteri and Kathy Bates, and no, it's not like, yeah.
Not to be confused with the European film from the 70s, Diabolic.
Yeah, good movie too, though.
Oh yeah, Jen, deep down. Dear God, that's a movie I gotta find out if that's public domain. That'd be one for watch along. Holy crap!
Isn't it a public domain, or am I wrong? I don't know.
I don't know if it's public domain or not, but it's definitely like science fiction-y enough.
Yeah, would work.
He's got a lava suit where he can swim through the center of the sun. That's science fiction right there.
Yeah. That's something, all right.
Oh, Brian likes Diabolique.
Yeah, the original was great.
But Brian, have you seen Diabolique? Your assignment.
Yes, from a lot of people on that one, Ethel.
Brian, your assignment is to seek out a copy of Diabolic on the internet and watch it, and then report back to us.
Oh no!
There was one scene.
Perhaps convince Sasha to watch it with you.
Yeah, Sasha, do a watch along of it. Yeah, Tremors is sick. Silver. It is. It's a pretty good movie. I like it.
Not a fan.
Yeah, it's a 70s film, Brian. It's from Europe. It's like an Italian French co-production, I think. Jen, is it Italian and French?
I believe so. I believe so.
It's oh no, it's not to do with the one with Kathy Bates or the other one. It's about a high-tech criminal who's like a secret agent, but he's a criminal and he rips off the mob and the police. And the police and the mob decide to work together to try and catch him, but he can outsmart them at every
turn.
Every turn. Oh, Galano! Oh, you have seen it. Oh no. I don't know. Anyway, we're getting way off topic here. Yeah, I got all excited. We're talking about
veering.
It tends to happen, but Critters 2, quintessential Easter movie. Great phallic gun thing in there with the guns. I even made a GIF of it. I made a GIF of that scene where Lee's got the gun and it just goes. Whoop.
And I think Lee nearly turns into Freddy Krueger, which I thought was an awesome scene,
Yeah.
but he gets stopped.
Yeah.
Which I thought, damn it, why couldn't you just let him?
But
I think it was copyright something.
We'll sue you, kind of thing.
as soon as that scene happened, I'm like, there's no way this is going to happen. There's no way they're going to turn her into Freddy Krueger. It's just that would be too awesome. We'd never get away with that.
Imagine if he turned into a hybrid of the most badass characters on film.
Very cool.
But I don't know. You got the Kreitz eating an Easter bunny. Like, how great is that?
Yay!
And you've got an old vegetarian woman getting scared by the Kreitz. How great is that?
Yeah.
Yay.
Take your crazy theories about meat eating being bad and take that, old vegetarian lady.
Little space porcupines will come down and terrorize you.
Aren't they cute when they're tiny?
They're
so cute.
They are.
They're so cute.
They're like piranhas, if you think about it. You know, one is a bit dangerous, but not. You can deal with it. But hundreds, they can kill you quick.
That's actually a line from the fourth movie. Charlie says that one of the guys in the movie asks him, like, what do they look like? He's like, well, have you ever seen a piranha? And he's like a fish? And he's like, yeah, they're nothing like that. But they're hungry like a piranha.
Oh yeah, I totally forgot about that. Although then
Critters.
again, I didn't watch the fourth one that much. I watched the first two. That was the ones I watched the most.
Which you gotta watch the fourth one because it's in space. Gotta watch it.
I want to get that 4-pack again. I do. I want to get it again. I just haven't found it again. Like I had it, it got destroyed, and I want it back.
It's wicked cheap on Amazon. Like, I think it's going for like $3 used.
Yeah.
Although I only have the ability to order on eBay, so that's why I try to go in stores and look around.
Oh, okay. Well, like, you probably find it on eBay pretty cheap too.
Yeah.
I know, but you don't know what condition it's going to be in when it, arrives. So I'm just like, better off to store buy.
I mean, it's probably out of print by now, but I mean, they made so many copies of it, like you'll never find it at a high price.
Maybe Best Buy.
We have a place called Entertainmart, and they sell old movies there, and I haven't seen the first two movies there, but I've seen one of the sequels there, but I didn't want just the sequel. I wanted the 4-pack. So that's basically what I've been on the like at that place. That's also where I get my
Whoa.
PS3 games from. Is Entertainment. They still sell older stuff.
Oh, very cool.
All right. So like I don't know, you gotta roll this one out. You gotta have a cheeseburger while you're watching it because you got the hungry heifer stuff and
Exactly.
Is this the one with the diner? Because I've only seen the first one and the one with the diner, and that's one of my favorite scenes where they're in the diner and it looks like they got blood on the wall, but it's just ketchup and mustard, and then they come in with the guns and start shooting up the diner.
yeah, that's the hungry heifer trench.
Yeah.
Part 3 has Leonardo DiCaprio, right? As a
Yep.
kid.
Yep. It's the hungry heifer. You ain't got no deer.
Ethel, was that before or during when he was doing the one sitcom from the 80s? Oh God, I can't think of the name. The one sitcom he was on. Growing Pains.
This like all right. We're now moving into Critters 3. This was Leonardo DiCaprio's first acting role.
Was
Like
it his
his
first?
big-
Okay. I couldn't remember if he did that before or after Growing Pains. Or in the middle somewhere.
And it's fun to note it's now 1991 with Critters 3, and it's directed by Christine Peterson, who was second unit director on Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. She was also second unit director on Tremors.
Yay!
Cool.
Tremors connection. Yeah.
She directed the movie Slave to the Underground, which I think is about sex aholics or something like that, because there's naked people on the cover.
Yay!
Yay!
Jen.
And of course, in this film, you've got Don Kiefer reprising his role as Charlie, the hero of the franchise. And you got Leonardo DiCaprio of such films as Titanic and What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
Yep.
Oh yeah, I've
Go
seen that.
Time, Gilbert.
And
Higher.
Marvin's Room and This Boy's Life. Those are actually good
Yes.
movies.
Doesn't the one guy he gets stuck on the water tower in that movie?
And Gilbert
What's
yeah,
eating?
Yeah,
He
he's
gets stuck
Arnie.
and they have to get him down. Arnie's his name. There's also the guy who
Yeah.
drowns in the kiddie pool.
Yep.
There's the morgue guy, who's played by I can't remember his name. He played Marty McFly's dad. I can't remember his name.
Crispin Glover, wasn't it?
Yeah, it's Crispin Glover.
Yeah.
He's in that.
So you got Leonardo DiCaprio as Josh. You got Amy Brooks is Annie in this. She was Samantha Norris in Port Charles. She was also in an episode of Erie, Indiana. Remember Erie, Indiana, guys?
This one I
I
don't.
think I've heard of that.
I'm ashamed to
It
say
was
no.
like it was kind of like I don't want to say the Twilight Zone, but it was, you know what it was sort of like? It was sort of like Eureka, if you guys have seen that show.
I know of it. I've never watched it, but I know what you're talking about with that one.
It is like a town with
No.
all sorts of weird occurrences that happen, and it's just this little boy is the one who notices that everything is weird is happening. And there was this one episode, just to give you an idea what the show is like, there's this one episode where there are these twin boys, and they sleep in Tupperwares, and their mother sells Tupperwares. She's a Tupperware salesman, and they end up undoing the giant Tupperwares that the boys sleep in, and they turn into full-grown adults
Weird.
because they were kept young forever in the Tupperware.
Makes sense.
It's kind of like Are You
How did they-
Afraid of the Dark, but with the same characters in every episode.
Very cool.
Wait, so how did the kids react to becoming adults?
They were thankful. Who wants to be a child under the thumb of their mother for their entire life?
Yeah, true.
So yeah, you also got Catherine Cortez in Critters 3. She was Sophie in an episode of Quantum Leap. Return of the Evil Leaper, that was the episode. You got Terrence Mann, he comes back as Ugg. You got you got Frances Bay. She was Mrs. Mingus. She was the older lady in this movie, and you might recognize her if you're an Adam Sandler fan because she was in Happy Gilmore. She was the grandma in Happy Gilmore.
Yay!
My favorite Adam
Was she
Sandler
in the
movie.
home?
Huh?
Oh,
Yes.
my bad, MC.
Yeah, she was in a home. Yeah.
Yeah, because she was losing her home. Yeah, she does a dance with a golf. Was it a hockey stick or golf club where she's dancing around riding on it? Can't remember.
I think it was a golf club.
Yeah.
That
She was
song's
also
pretty good.
she was also in a few episodes of Seinfeld.
Very
Yeah.
cool.
She was the marble rye lady that Jerry steals the bread from. Remember? Give me the bread, you old bag.
Character actress, a good character actress.
Yeah, so you got her in this film, which is great. Good for the movie. Very good for the movie. Not the best movie. The fans universally seem to hate this film. What do you guys thoughts on this?
It's not my favorite one. The only thing most people say about 3 is like Leonardo DiCaprio's in it. That's about the only thing people seem to really retain from this film. It's fine. It doesn't have some of the. Why is it? I think Campbell should answer this one because he said it was his favorite. Why is this your favorite?
I just like the setting and being confined in that apartment, and you get a lot more action with using their poisonous barbs.
Mhm.
I like a lot more. And what's the bounty hunter's gun? Homemade gun that explodes.
That is cute.
Yeah,
And
what,
Hey,
what's he
one of
got,
them actually.
what's he got
actually
holding
farts
the
in the kitchen.
ammo?
I'm trying to
Was
think.
it beans or something in the back of the gun holding the ammo?
I think.
Yeah.
I think. It's cute. It's a sweet movie. It's not
Like
my
beanie.
particular favorite, but I can see why some people might like it. It's not as bad as what I don't see why it gets the universal hate it does.
And one of them spins like Sonic the Hedgehog and goes up a laundry chute.
Yeah. That's a cute scene.
And one of them, I think, yells really loud. It's like it got a big scream on it or something, and ends up shattering glass.
Yeah. Kind of like Belial. He always reminds me of Belial.
Yeah.
screaming.
And you got the one that eats all the bubbles, like all the soap, the dish soap, and it's like bubbles. And then you got the one that eats the beans. Now you get the one that eats all the beans, and it gets really bad gas.
Yeah, that's on that farts. Yeah,
Yeah.
but the critters
from
do
what I
kill the
remember-
landlord, which is good.
Yeah.
From what I remember about Critters 3, which I didn't watch it that much, as like the ones I watched out of my 4-pack were the first two because those were the ones I liked the best. From what I remember, like about part 3 is I remember the apartment. Of course, Leonardo DiCaprio, but I do remember not liking it when I watched it. I felt like it was boring a bit and like not as fun as the other two. I am open for a rewatch because it has been so long since I've saw the third one. I am open to a rewatch and giving it another after I rewatch it, giving it another overview of it.
The writing isn't as strong, and there is some really bad acting in it. Like there's the guy who's trying to get people to move out of the apartment, and he's doing a really bad. I don't know. Is it Joe Pesci? What? Who is he doing? I
Is it
figured
like
out.
a Brooklyn accent or something?
Yeah.
Like he could give Frankie from Viper a run for his money for bad like Italian American accent.
I like
That's a
Frankie.
burn, Ethel.
Oh my
Tracy likes
eyes,
Frankie.
yo! Poke out my eyes, yo!
Oh, and that lady that works for the phone company.
Or the late Marsha from the phone company.
Yeah.
Like that's actually a strong point for the film. Oh no, we lost Trench. He went to go watch Viper. He'll be back.
Trenchy.
Oh, we got John in there. Give me the rent. Give me the rent. So, John, have you seen this movie? Have you seen any of the Critters films?
I hear a
Oh, my
cat.
cat. He's freaking out. He's freaking out.
He's like, where are you?
So give it another watch, guys. You might fall in love with it as well.
I'm open to a rewatch. Like, I'll rewatch Critters. I'll get that 4-pack again. I'll rewatch Critters 3, and I'll come back to you on what I think of. Because it has been a long time since I've seen Critters 3. Because, like, I do remember that I didn't like it as much, so I just stuck with the first two. Like, those were the ones I watched. But I'm open to a rewatch.
I will say the first two are the best out of the series.
Mm-hmm. They're good.
They're more well made. The first one especially really feels like you're watching like a movie. Like it feels like you could see it in the theaters. The second one feels more like direct to video, and then the third one feels more like made for Sci-Fi Channel.
What does that say about the fourth one, Ethel?
The
Seems
fourth
like a
one,
nostalgic search.
the fourth one is actually this weird zone between is it made for TV or is it direct to video? Because that's kind of the feeling I got.
People in it. Like the fourth one has
They made
selections
3
from
and
notable
4 back
actors.
to back. They made them at around the same time to save on cost.
Yeah, they made it simultaneously. They're filmed simultaneously. And I actually like the end of the third one because it leads right into the fourth one and it explains how the fourth one is going to happen. And it does seem like something that would happen to Charlie. Yeah, he would fumble and get locked into the transportation pod. Of course.
Of course.
Because even though he's the hero of the franchise, our fearless bounty hunter savior, he is just a boob.
Very much. Jen, I have a real quick question. Where did you get that tiny critter?
I got it. Out of Fright Crate. There was it's a defunct company now, but there used to be an unboxing thing called Fright Crate, and it came in one of the Fright Crate packs.
Oh,
I like it. I like the little
You
critter.
might could look on eBay. They might. Sometimes people do sell them. You know, I don't know how much you pay for it, but you can.
I
I'll
think I
definitely
remember.
try to get my hands on it.
Mm-hmm. It was a good box.
That was like when everybody was getting these unboxing things. Like there were like 10 different unboxing companies. They had one for everything, and it's like, oh, the bubble's gonna pop soon on this.
Mm-hmm. And it kind of did. There's still a few around, but they're not as plentiful as they first were.
Yeah, they're
I
very much a fad.
I think what killed them was the Rona, because a lot of that stuff in these different merch unboxing kits, they used to be things that you'd get at conventions, specialty things like like, because I remember there was one and it had like the burning Godzilla, the orange burning Godzilla, where the whole thing was orange. And you couldn't really tell it was burning, and that was like a specialty convention thing, and they had a box with that.
Oh, that is cool. A Christian would have liked that one.
Oh yeah, Christian probably knows of this. He probably remembers this.
Probably.
I remember things like Loot Crate.
Yeah.
Wasn't that one of them? Loot Crate.
Yeah.
But like,
Yeah.
it was very much a fad, and you know, they just died out.
I haven't yet, Ben.
I didn't see the Shutter thing, Ben, because it was on Shutter, and I don't pay to like. I don't do these stream things, but you know.
But part 4 is weird. Before we get on to the Shutter series, part 4 is weird because, well, I'm kind of biased. I like it because Brad Dourif's in it and Angela Bassett, which I think she's a good actress. It was an early role for her, but it's kind of cool to have kind of two fairly well-known people in this movie. That's
Is that
also
because of the chow scene?
Yeah. It's very reminiscent kind of Jason in space. Jason X.
Jason X.
That's gonna put Angela Bassett's butt front and center in the shower, you know.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Like that's a nice scene. I prefer men, but it's a nice act. I can feel it.
Go both ways. The door swings both ways.
Like how she punches the sleazy captain in the face. Like, what did he think was gonna happen? Like,
he thought he wasn't gonna get punched.
It's like, dude, look at you, look at her. You're gonna come into the shower and you're gonna be like, what do you think's gonna happen? What the hell?
That they're gonna have steamy hot shower sex.
Hey, werewolf.
But Jen, as a woman, you see this guy. He's not someone you want to have steamy shower sex with. He's as creepy as most meter readers. I'll give him that. It's just like, what the hell?
Yeah, but you figure, he's kind of dirty, but that's why you got the shower for. Maybe if you got him all sudsed up, he would, turn into a prince. You never know.
Jen, no. No, you kick him out of the fucking jar. You tell him to fuck off and you punch him in the fucking nose like she did.
Probably, but I'm like, I'm already in the shower,
But no, this movie, it gave us critters back in space, which we want. We want to see them in space.
Mm-hmm.
Feels like
it makes more sense than Jason X.
Now,
Jason X is awesome, though.
I like Jason X. Don't hate on Jason X.
Oh, I like it. I'm just saying, critters going to space is like. I mean, that's where they came from. Obviously, they're going to go.
Oh, yeah.
There's going to be a movie there. But with Jason, it was out of nowhere.
Hey, Scott.
That is one of my favorite kills in a Friday the 13th movie.
Which one?
The dipping, I would assume.
Oh, yeah,
right?
the frozen and then the smashing the head in. And then...
Yeah, the liquid nitrogen kill. I love that kill.
A lot of people.
Even though Miss Busters said it couldn't happen. They're like, yeah, it can't happen.
And
They gotta ruin all us.
Someone ought to get Adam Savage's head into some liquid nitrogen and see. Like, don't spoil the movie for me, Adam. So sit down, you ginger bastard.
Exactly.
What were you gonna say, DMC?
I was just saying, even in space, you get drug addicts. One of the guys going to the pharmacy to try and stockpile on his addiction. He gets taken out by one of the critters.
Yeah,
Why don't
this
talk about Critters 4 more? Because it does have a good cast, and it's not terrible. It's fun.
I'll see it.
It's a better made movie than the third one. I'll give it that. I mean,
Really?
no offense, DMC.
I think it's debatable.
But Brad Dourif and Angela, what about her butt, DMC? Doesn't that mean anything to you?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
Jin, because having a butt on screen totally makes
Leonardo
a
can't
film
compete
better.
with a woman's butt. Yeah.
Oh, come
It's
on,
a-
you guys! Come on, guys! Like a nice butt, like you gotta appreciate that, and like even if you don't appreciate that as a woman, I can go, okay, not my thing, but butt golds. I saw her butt, and I'm like, okay, that's butt golds right there.
Like, all right, horror movies and nudity, science fiction and nudity, they go together. I can appreciate a movie that's going to slap a little skin in my face while I'm watching it. Just a little bit. Doesn't have to be gratuitous, a little, just a flash, a little cheek, show a little boo-boo. Just for a split second. Doesn't have to be a long, pervy shot, It's just, it goes with the movie. It's like peanut butter and jelly.
Yeah, exactly.
I get what you're saying, but I'm saying it doesn't help the plot, though.
It could.
We got confirmation that the captain was definitely a sleazy asshole in addition to being a jerk.
Okay.
And that made his death more rewarding, even though it was kind of weird that the critter like jumps in his mouth and eats his tongue. That's kind of weird.
I love that scene.
Yeah,
He really had a
it's
for the
kind of-
young
The critter wanted some tongue. Tongue action.
What'd you
It's
say,
kind of impressive you turn seeing a butt into a character moment.
Yeah. I think you could. I'm going to make that argument, Trench. I think that the butt did add something. It was a character moment because it showed her as a person.
And the captain was
defines her as a person.
Doesn't define her, but it shows her as a person. We see that she can turn another cheek, if you will.
well, it shows her as a strong person because instead of getting upset or instead of getting molested, she punches him in the face.
Yeah. It would have been cooler if she would have punched him in the face with her butt, though. I would have done it.
No.
Well, he would have wanted that. You don't get what he wants. Wait, the Cat in the Hat has a butt scene? What the hell, Silver? What the?
Yeah.
Giving him
Yeah, we watched it last night.
Right,
Oh
Trench?
yeah, I remember that now. Oh, Trench.
Yeah, we were watching the butt scene.
She could give him the stink face like Rikishi.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and then she could give him pink eye.
Pink eye. Woo!
Woo!
Well, we don't know
But,
how sick this person is, so they might enjoy it. So just punching them in the face is the best thing.
I don't know. I mean, you could have some power in your butt. You could, if you could just write the Force philosophy,
Do you think that if you farted in someone's mouth that you could suffocate them with your fart?
I don't know if that's true or not.
Well,
I'm not a scientist.
if she ate the beans from the third movie, maybe.
We gotta give her power.
We've gone down a road.
It's an odd road we've gone down. Anyway, the sleazy captain, Rick, was played by Anders who was in he was Emilio in an episode from the Tales from the Crypt. He was in that episode Beauty Rest, Jen.
Yes, he was. Right. Okay, cool.
Yes, it was Emilio from Tales from the Crypt. And you got the voice. I forgot to mention the space station they go to drop off the pod with the Kreitz in it and Charlie by happenstance. It's controlled by a computer who is voiced by Martine Beswick, who was Paula in Thunderball.
Okay.
And she was Sister Hyde in Dr. Jekyll and Sister Hyde.
Oh, I gotta see that.
So, you know, there's a fun little connection there.
Finding Nemo has a butt scene. He
What?
touched
What?
the butt. He's talking about the boat scene. Remember they called the boat the butt, and then Nemo touches it, and they're like, "Don't touch it," and he touches it.
I touched
Oh,
The
yeah.
boat.
I remember that. But I will die on this hill. More butts in science fiction and horror movies, please.
Yay.
Not
It'll make
necessarily just more butts.
I'm with you. Bring back the butts.
With
Like Sir
like-
Mix-a-Lot.
Terminator, and Terminator 2. We got butts in those movies, and they were great films. I rest my case.
Yeah. Yeah. Close.
I guess do it. It'll make Ethel and Jen very happy. They'll get the booties back in the movies.
Of course,
The
now let's
booty-
not forget the boobs. Like the boobs need love too.
Hey, in the second film, we did get boobs. We did get
Yeah.
boobs. We got to
Right.
see Lee's, and we got to see Lee's butt crack.
Yep.
So it delivered. This has been my TED Talk for the evening.
Well, what about the other side of the coin? You know,
Dicks?
no, not full on dicks, but you know, like show some abs or something like that, maybe.
That's
Well,
nice too.
dicks are okay. We got the penis alien in the first movie. We got to see a pee.
That's an alien, though. I'm saying, well, if the movies are PG-13, so obviously they can't show a full-on penis, but you know.
Well, they can. It just has to be a flaccid penis, and it has to be for scientific reasons.
I hate flaccid penises.
Yeah.
I agree with you, Jen. They should be proud, tall mushrooms.
Exactly. You can't give mouth to every single one you run across, especially if you're in a committed relationship. Causes all kinds of problems.
No, oh no.
Oh no.
But anyway, we're way off topic into the land of the skin movies, which that could be we could do a whole stream on skin and movies and the importance of it, and maybe we will at some point.
That's an idea
Maybe
for
we-
Jen's channel. She could do it.
Yeah, be on my
Seriously, a
channel.
stream like nudity in film.
Yeah. We should. That's something to think about.
The importance of nudity in film.
That'd be a long, hard discussion, I feel.
Like that.
Oh, Jesus.
Well, you know, there is merit to the discussion because, like, there are times when movies can be cheap about it, and there are times where they can be artsy about it, and there are times where it actually does add to a scene. So, like, there is a discussion to be had there at some point.
Yeah, it's actually not a bad one.
So,
You could do
Boy, I'd
parts
like
like
to make-
eroticism, porn, that kind of thing. Yeah, you got my mind running now.
Thought that would happen.
I'd like to make the thumbnail for that one. Let me tell you.
Marty, god damn it, Jen.
You got to call it nudity in film, the long, hard discussion.
Yeah, that has a nice ring to it.
Nudity in film. A frank discussion. Whatever pops to mind.
Nudity in film where we bare our souls. And all. We bare all of our souls. And other parts.
And butts. Don't forget the butts.
Everyone's got to be naked, though. That's my rule. If I do
No,
this, we all
no.
No. You want a YouTube channel,
To that
right?
one.
Right, Jen?
Wait,
you
no, I
gotta
didn't
keep
mean it like
on.
that.
You want channel, you have to wear the clothes. It is a rule of YouTube, Jen.
Well, I mean, we don't have to show, but we could be behind. But it'd be fun if we were all sitting there naked. I gotta get
Oh,
Marty on
yeah,
this one.
You think you're gonna get Marty on this?
Yeah.
Then it's like that skit from Saturday Night Live. We got to put on our fancy wigs and we got to talk about it bare ass naked.
Exactly. Yeah.
Marty would say, "No one's seeing Jen naked." He wouldn't stand for it.
No. No, only he can.
Marty would murder us all.
He probably would.
Well, no, this is a solution. We can do the Austin Powers thing. We'll just put some figures strategically
Yeah.
on the camera.
It'd be a very artistic stream. I'm gonna go get some cantaloupes right now. Some of you guys might need some cucumbers at school. Oh, hi, Sparky. That would be fun.
The conversation has de-evolved quickly, and I've done nothing but encourage it. I'm sorry, everybody.
Sparky, you need to get home because, you know, you can sometimes rail me in. Sometimes.
Sometimes, yeah.
Sometimes.
Back to critters. Back to the furry porcupine-esque Tasmanian devil aliens that eat everything in sight. What do you suppose the future of this franchise is, guys? Does it have a future?
I hope so. A lot of people did not like. Now I'm in the minority. A lot of people did not like the Shudder one. I thought it was a lot of fun and cute, and I hope. And they kind of left where it might continue it, but I don't know if it will. The movie was awful. The last movie was fucking awful. Hopefully, we just kind of forget. That will be like the movie we don't talk about. We just put up and don't talk about.
Like,
But
as I understand it, they tried to get into like the critters have a society and there are royal critters.
yeah, it's cute. It's cute.
Like watching the films, as I did, I never got that impression that they had any kind of hierarchy or society. I just sort of got the impression that yes, they have rudimentary language. And they're just interested in killing and eating, and that's all they need to do. Damn it!
Well, they're not super. Even in this one, it's not super highbrow. They definitely lean more into the comedic. Is where they go with the Shudder series. Is they definitely lean into that, which has always been there in all the movies. But they really dive headfirst into the comedy, which isn't a bad thing. Like it makes it fun. Like it makes it very whimsy and very fun. The movie, again, not so much. But the series, the Shudder series is fucking awesome. I stand behind that. I totally can recommend that to you people. The movie, not so much.
I guess the movie, it'd have to be an acquired taste, or
No.
maybe it's just... I hold out hope that there may be something I can gain from this film. I don't know what, but...
No,
Perhaps.
No. I might be wrong. What do I know? I don't know everything. Maybe you can see something, but most people didn't. I didn't.
It's got a
Wait,
lot
let's
of
ask
negative.
Trenchy.
Wait, what?
Wait.
Trenchy, what do you think? What do you think? You like bad movies. What do you think of the new Critters?
Oh, I haven't seen past part 2.
Oh.
I haven't seen anything after part 2. So I haven't seen it yet.
I
DMC,
think
have you seen
it's...
it?
Oh, say what?
I was just asking DMC if he had seen the Shudder original or the latest movie.
I haven't seen the Shudder series, but I've seen the Critters Attacks or Part 5.
Yeah.
It sometimes. I thought it was terrible.
Yeah.
The fact that there was a good critter in it.
Yeah.
I thought that was a big Misfire and having the lady from the first, Helen, come back as a bounty hunter. I just couldn't see that. An entire different character wasn't a good move.
It sounds like a bad choice.
Christian brings up a good thing. The only good part of Critter's attack was the bonus feature where the director and the critter doing a mini commentary on the movie. That was cute. That is the one forgivable. Will find fun in that. That is a cute little bonus thing. It's the only thing worth talking about, but that was cute.
Well, now I kind of have to see it.
That is the one cute thing about the movie. I'm glad Christian remembered that. I forgot about it, honestly.
Especially now that I know it has a bonus feature.
I saw it online for $6, so I just paid a one-off cost and then just watched it online.
Mm-hmm.
Which, by the way, New Line Cinema, trailers are not a bonus feature. Trailers for other releases are not a bonus feature.
Yeah, they used to do that. On DVDs, it would just be the trailers for other movies, and sometimes the promotions for the movie you're watching, and then there'll just be like a page where you can look at like the other actors' filmography. But you're right, they did just be like special features and no behind the scenes or anything. It's just trailers for other movies that are in front of the DVD, but when you watch it, they come up automatically before it goes to the menu.
Also, things that are not bonus features. This doesn't just go out to New Line. This goes out to people other companies that have released DVDs that I have. Scene selection, not a bonus feature. Not a bonus feature. A picture of the picture that's on the front of the box, not a bonus feature. If you put in your menu, you're in fact a bastard.
Do they put subtitles as a bonus feature?
I have a DVD. There was subtitles are the bonus feature, and it's listed on the back under special features. It's like, oh, subtitles. That's a fucking standard mixture of the scene selection. Scene selection is not a bonus feature. That is not a special feature. It's a standard feature.
That's like a right that comes with every DVD. Like that comes with every single DVD. Even like the little DVDs that have nothing on them, they usually have a scene selection.
That's it, like at shops and they say $99.99. Come on, for frig's sake, it's $1.
Yeah.
It's like saying like, oh, here's this Walkman. It comes with an on-off switch as a special feature. That's not a special feature. That's part of the volume. The volume comes with a volume dial. Well, no shit. Special features. You can pause this DVD at any moment and then resume. Feature.
Fast forward.
Now, sometimes on some of my DVDs, you don't get that, like the pause feature.
That's not pausing is not a special feature at all.
Feature, you can play this movie.
Like the movie is the special feature. Like we gave you the movie, that's the special feature. What?
Be grateful.
It's ridiculous. Like, all right, the trailer for the movie that you are watching, you want to include that as a special feature. Okay, that's a special feature. But trailers for other movies that you've released on the are not special features. That is not a special feature. The Pizza Hut commercials. That is not a special feature. I'm sorry.
What if
That
it's a
fucking
one pizza commercial with that came on before the Turtles movie where like the kid like didn't get the baseball in the glove and he's all sad and they take him to Pizza Hut and it's magically better and you're like, oh yeah, that was my childhood. That's kind of a special feature.
Like, there have been VHSs with better special features. Like, they had Little Giants, and in the beginning of Little Giants, the VHS, there was a cartoon with a singing frog. That's a special feature. Like, that's a cartoon that you won't, that I don't really see anymore. So it's like, that's a special feature. That's a little treat, you know? It's not like, look at the stuff of our other movies that we already made you sit through in the beginning to get to the menu. Now you can watch them at your own leisure.
or like the VHS release of Godzilla 1985, where they've got the Bambi versus Godzilla short as a special feature before the movie.
Wait, that sounds amazing.
Wait, what? Bambi versus Godzilla? What?
Godzilla eat Bambi?
Who wins the fight?
Well, obviously Godzilla. You might be able to find this on YouTube. Just look it up sometime. Bambi versus Godzilla. It'll be in black and white.
I gotta see. That's gonna
Trench
be
is probably looking.
So that's what happened to Bambi's mom. That's
Yeah.
framed.
Did you find it, Trench?
Oh, what?
The Bambi and Godzilla. Did you find it on?
Oh no, I gotta look after the stream. I gotta find it. That sounds amazing.
I'm fairly certain you'll be able to find it, no troubles. Bambi versus Godzilla.
Not just having a picture of Godzilla holding a gun and, you know, the shotgun effects with Bambi's mom's head. I don't know.
Yes.
Ben Grimm is right. It is a very short film. It's a matter of seconds.
See you later, Silver.
Bye.
Step Frosty.
Adios. But back to Critters. If they make another one, like another movie, what do you guys think? Do you think they should try to go the serious route, but with comedic elements, or do you think they should just embrace what the Shudder series apparently did, and it's all just, you know, comedy nonstop?
I think I liked it. Embrace it.
A blend of kind of like the first movie. You know, they take it. You know, they still embrace the goofiness, but they still take it somewhat seriously. I think that's how. If you're gonna do a horror movie but have comedy in it, that's kind of the way you should do it. Really have it where like the characters take it seriously, but it's just so goofy.
I don't know. As far as the franchise goes, I would be interested in seeing it continue. I don't know if there's much they can do to it. Like, it's not one of these sacred cows where I feel like they're gonna ruin it if they do it a little wrong. You know?
I don't see where you can go with it. Maybe an animated series. I don't know.
Well, then they're
Animated
going to
would
be compared to Gremlins again.
But like an adult animated series would be cool.
I'd be down for that. As long as we had more penis and sex and butts.
Well,
They
Creative
could put it on
consultant.
Cinemax.
Yeah.
Put it on Cinemax or Showtime or HBO and have it animated.
Yeah. Or Pornhub. They need to make a porn movie, Critters.
Oh,
No, they don't.
They do.
Yeah.
No.
I'm gonna see
No.
a Critters porn. There has to be a Critters porn somewhere. Marty.
Jen, no.
No.
Jen, Marty's already been through enough. I don't think he could take it.
Oh, he can. He's tough. He's a tough dude. He'll be fine.
He's gonna have to watch that the fucking Pokemon thing.
Pokemon.
Oh yeah. Everybody subscribe to Marty so he can watch Pokemon have sex.
Strokemon is on the line. If you subscribe to Trash Picture Show and he reaches a certain goal of subscribers, he will watch Strokemon and review it. So,
Yeah.
guys,
I want to get to 500 subscribers.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm going to do a thing for that.
And we can all laugh at his pain, but it has to be by the end of the month. You gotta do it soon. You should all do it on Easter, like a present from Jesus.
You can subscribe while you're watching Critters too. It'll be great.
Make Marty panic while watching Critters 2 because you subscribe. Every raise a subscriber, he's not cheering, he's panicking.
I didn't think God was that twisted.
Oh, you never read the
First
first
YouTuber
half
to
of the
say, don't
Bible.
subscribe.
But
The
that-
Old Testament.
This is one of the characters,
alive.
but only slutty.
But moving along as we approach the 2-hour mark, does anybody else have any other closing thoughts? I'm going to go around the room. I'm going to start with the person to my right, so I'm going to start with Jen. Closing thoughts on the Critters franchise, movies. Anything you want to highlight?
You know what? I just think this whole yeah, there's some missteps in this series, but overall, I think it's a very fun series. I think it's one. I honestly stand by this. I think it's one you could get your kids into if they're a certain age. It'd be a fun one for that. It's a fun series. It's like and it doesn't take itself too seriously. It has some cool scenes. It has cute little porcupines from space that will eat and kill you, and it's fun. And there's something in every movie, even the ones that are less stellar. There's some cool things in them. So I'm pro Critters. I think it's something for the children and family. Yeah.
Is it a gateway to horror?
Yes, I think it could be, depending on the right kid. It could totally be a gateway to horror, and I'm not kidding. I think it'd be a cool one to see with your, you got to know your kid. But I don't think there's anything in there that would traumatize your kid, unless you have some, unless the kid has issues to begin with. I don't think it'd be anything that would traumatize you. And it could actually be something, you could kind of have a love and start. Got to start your kids out early with horror. It's like crack. Get them hooked give them the first hits free, and then they're addicted to life.
It's a good one to cut their teeth on, so to speak.
Yeah, I really do believe that. I do believe that, and it's a sweet. And I think they're kind of sweet movies. Like, I think they're sweet in their own way. They're kind of the sweet thing.
Yeah. They got some special moments. DMC, closing thoughts, things you want to highlight about the Critters franchise. What do you think?
I just think it's a great nostalgia trip. You got the reference, I think, to an E.T. doll. I think one of the critters was biting into in the first movie, I think. And you've got Leonardo DiCaprio, Brad Dourif. So yeah, it's good.
Angela Bassett's butt.
Yep, the shower scene. So yeah, good 80s nostalgia.
Academy Award-winning Angela Bassett ass.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
That's what was missing on What's Love Got to Do with It.
Trench. Closing thoughts on the franchise. Things you want to highlight.
I've only seen, I think, the first 2 movies, but I really enjoyed them. Like, I love the diner scene. I like the scene where they're talking to each other and they get shot. And I think it's one of the pinnacles of the monster genre, because I love monster movies, and this is definitely one of the best. Definitely one of the better monster movies, and I think it's underappreciated, like Nightbreed and stuff. Like, there's a lot of underrated monster movies up there that should be held higher than I think they are given credit for, and I think Critters is one of those movies.
I agree. That's great.
Yeah. it needs more than just its cult following. Definitely agree with that.
Definitely.
Kara, closing thoughts, things you want to highlight on the franchise before we close out of here?
Okay, so favorite moment from Critters has to be, well, the obvious one, the critter ball and running when it runs over the guy and all that's left is skeleton. Also the explosion at the end of the first movie, the house blowing up. That is an awesome explosion. I love the critters, like the critters themselves. Not I ain't talking just the franchise here. I mean, there's bad films in it, but those first two are really good. I love the critters themselves, just the creatures. I feel like they're awesome. I hope next time we see them, they are in a much better stuff than what I've heard is like the newer stuff. I've heard a lot of that stuff is bad. But I'm hoping we get some good stuff from the critters once again. Just love the critters.
Very good.
And as for me, I think introduce your children to this. Even if they're kind of on the young side, it's not too bad. Like you can start with the third or fourth film maybe if it's that kind of thing. But no, it's definitely. Let me unfreeze myself because I noticed I was frozen. Oh, maybe I won't unfreeze. There it goes. So yeah, no, definitely start them out on this. It's a good one to start them out on as far as franchises go. It doesn't get too gory. It doesn't get too foul language. There's not all right, nudity isn't the enemy, but there's not too much in it. And there's nothing highly objectionable in these films. They're just about having fun with the creature feature genre.
Definitely an opener for the genre.
Yeah.
Very cool.
And with that being said, I want to thank everybody who's joined me tonight. I've been joined by the wonderful and fabulous Jen from Jen's Views from the Grave, the awesome and legendary DMC Campbell. He comes around here every so often and joins us, and he's a wonderful fella. The also equally legendary, constant companion, Trenchy, the Soulless Trenchcoat, wonderful fellow. He's on lots of different streams. Check his stuff out. And of course, Kara, from the Master of Fear, also wonderful person. She makes the rounds from stream to stream, does a lot of interesting content on her channel. Check her out. Check all these people out. I want to thank everyone who was in the chat. I'm going to try not to forget anyone. I want to thank Ben Grimm, Scott Stevens. We had Sparky, aka Christian. We had John Steele. We had Kubrick Lover, Brian. We had friggin' SP Draws. We had Silver. We had Scott.
Yeah, he's SCP. But I can't say it right.
Well, you know, we had Scott Stevens, we had Ben Grimm, we had trying to go through here and scroll around and not doing a very good job. Anyway, we had a bunch of people. Yeah, a bunch of people.
Awesome people.
Awesome people. I want to thank all of you guys. Geez, if I could unhighlight Yay! Anybody who was in the chat that didn't make any comments but were just sort of watching around, I appreciate you. Thank you for stopping by. If you like this video and you like the things that happen on my channel and you want to see it more often, consider subscribing. It's something you can do. I definitely appreciate it. And if you're so enthused, you can talk to me. That's right. You can talk to me on Twitter or Instagram on the times when Instagram is working for me. And there's a lot of fun things to do there. It's, of course, @_Ethel_. And that's where you go to vote for the movies on Watch Along on every other Friday. So definitely check that out. And yeah, don't forget to join me next Sunday. This coming Sunday. By popular demand, Easter Sunday, we're going to be talking about Howard the Duck.
Oh god.
One of the greatest movies of all time.
Trench.
It'll be a wonderful thing. There was skin slapped in our face there, duck tit skin. It'll be great. We'll talk about that.
Yes.
It'll be wonderful. What's not to love? So anyway, do all those things. If you like this video, leave a comment, leave a thumbs up. If you don't like it, give it a thumbs down. Tell me I suck. I need to know. Someone's got to break it to me. You might as well be the one. And yeah, that's just about all I got. Join me next Sunday for Howard the Duck, and join me this coming Friday for watch along. What's it gonna be? I don't know. Whatever you vote for. Gotta check out the Twitter and vote, guys. It's what you do. You pick the movie, not me. I mean, I give you the option. You make the final choice. So yeah.
Final countdown.
So with that being said, follow all these people on their channels and subscribe to Trash Picture Shows so we can watch Strokey-Mon.
Yay! I'll be there too.
And Jen will be there. It'll be great. It'll be fabulous. All that being said, I'll see you guys next Sunday. Adios.
Bye. Stay frosty.